Has this ever happened to you? You got a deadline coming. You have your nice Microsoft Word document. It's getting close to being finished, nicely polished. You open it up, and guess what? Your figures aren't where they are supposed to be. Worse, the captions are not even connected to the figure anymore. What the hell went wrong? Well, the problem was you did it wrong. You did it like Microsoft Word wanted you to do it, and that was a big mistake. Instead, there's a better way. I'm going to show you here now how to insert figures and captions into a document and make it to where it's really robust and tight and nothing can go wrong. Well, almost nothing. Microsoft Word is really good at finding things to confound you when you have a deadline approaching, but this is pretty bulletproof. It's worked for me very well for a number of years. All right, so here I have a document. I just copied this from Wikipedia, and I'm going to insert a figure, a picture of Oklahoma City, and a caption, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, now watch. I'm going to go ahead and first of all put a little paragraph break in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my figure here. Now, I'm not going to put the figure in, right? Not yet. I'm going to put in a table. And this table is going to have 1 column, 2 rows. You'll see why. So I go ahead to Insert, Table. I'm going to select the 1 column, 2 rows. The top row is going to contain my figure. And the second row is going to contain the caption. And by putting the caption and the figure into the same table, now I've linked them together. You can't separate them, not very easily, and that's going to make this document a lot harder to break. All right, let's go ahead and put in a figure. Insert, picture from my device, and there is Oklahoma City. A lot of fun there. I really like Oklahoma City. Okay, now, for part 2, I want to insert a figure caption. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select in this row here, click on it, and I'm going to go to References, Insert Caption. I'm going to make sure that I have figure here selected, and that will put figure 1 up here, and then I'll just go ahead and type in my caption. This is beautiful Oklahoma City. And I will select OK. Notice it doesn't put the figure caption in the actual table. You have to do that by hand. That's not a problem. Oh, I misspelled Oklahoma there. I'll just go ahead and change that. I'm going to go ahead and select the entire caption, copy, cut, select the actual row, paste, and now my figure caption is with my figure in the same table. Now, what if I want to reference this figure? Well, let's go ahead. I'll just say C, and now I'm going to now insert a cross-reference. That's found by going into here under Captions and then selecting Insert Cross-Reference. I want to make sure I got figures selected here, and then it's going to give me a list of all the figures in my document. I'm going to select the one I'm talking about, this one here. And I'm going to make sure, and don't make this mistake, I'm going to make sure that only label and number is selected here. Usually it defaults to insert an entire caption. That will look terrible. I don't know why Microsoft Word uses that as a default, but whatever the case, only label and number, insert, and now I'll put a little period in there. If you'll see, this number is linked to this number. As I add on more figures, this number here will auto-update. And that will also auto-update this number as well. Really nice. And now you may think, well, wait a minute, what about these lines here? Well, what I'll do is I will select the table. There's a little square that shows up here in the upper left corner. Right-click on it. Select Table Properties, Borders and Shading. Just select None. Okay, okay. And guess what? There you have it. It doesn't even look like they're in a table, but they are. And the nice thing about it is you can move this figure all around and the caption will follow it. However, you got to make sure that if you're going to move the figure, you want to select the entire table, copy, cut, and now if I stick it here, you'll notice the caption follows it. The caption will be really hard to break away from the figure, and that's really good. No charge for this. Like my video, subscribe to my channel.